Hi everyone, it's Rex. I mean, it's Matt, dude. I keep messing it up, dude. Anyways, welcome to another guide on season 33. So, after the what's the easiest build to get a solo 150 man question, the one I get the most is, okay, but what do you use on Necro to farm gear? Or like, how do you farm gear for Necro? And my answer to that is Pony Satyr. What do you mean Pony Satyr, Matt? Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. Necro has a farming build, which is Pestilence, but I hate it. So, what I do is I make a satyr every single season to play Pony. Pony is fast, it's fun, it's brain dead, and gets the job done. This is also the build I use to farm keys for pushes as well. So even though monks and DHs can be faster, nothing beats the satisfaction that pressing one button and winning gives you. So let me show you, let me play one Nephilim Rift real quick, and I'll show you guys how good this is. And I'll show the gear at the end as well. So, got a decent map, and look at this. But I mean, Matt, you just press every button. No, dude. Okay, let me. Wanna see me just press Pony? Okay, I'll just press Pony. I'm not even gonna pick up items anymore. Who cares about items? Just pressing Pony, and we are winning. It is easy as that. And how come this map is amazing for Nephilim Rifts, but it's dog juice when you're pushing, man? We'll never know. I mean, yeah. And we're at the boss already. See? This is why I always make a satyr, dude. This is why I make a satyr. Okay, let's go back to town and I'll show you the gear you need. So, if you're just starting out, I'll come back to this build in a bit, but if you're just starting out, the build I would recommend for you to use is this one, which is a 5 pieces of Valor set, which will get the buff like 15,000% increased damage for Fist of the Heavens. And we're gonna use Guardians, 2-piece Guardians as well, because as I said, if you're just starting out, you have low guns, you don't have the right rolls, which I'll show, this is the build you gotta go, because it is like the most damage and slash still usable to farm kids. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. So the rolls are Guardians Helmet. Oh my god, this is a nightmare to get, but the one you're looking for is Strength, Critical Hit Chance, and Fist of the Heavens. But, again, since it's really hard, any Strength, Critical Hit, or like Strength, Fist of the Heavens is good enough. But try to get a socket, just to put any gems in here, just to get the extra gem from Broken Crown. And speaking of Enchantress, since we are using this, some people do not know that you can put, and you should put, the King's Sight in your follower as well, so you can get the extra keys sometimes when you kill the Guardians and you're doing visions and stuff. But you can do what I did and go Ring of Air Grandeur in just 2 pieces here. So going back to the actual gear, you're looking for the shoulders, which will always come with strength and all res. So the one roll you actually do want is cooldown. You can put like area damage or vitality, anything else here, but the one you're looking for, you just need cooldown here, and it should be good enough. The gloves, you can go strength crit cooldown as I'm wearing, but because of Vigilante belt, while Steed Chart is active, Steed Chart is our pony. Fist of the Heavens do increased damage equal to your movement speed and is automatically called down on a random nearby enemy at an interval based on your attack speed if it's on your action bar. It is. So, we need, and we kind of want, attack speed and movement speed, right? So that's why if you had attack speed here instead of cooldown, you can. I mean, if you get a quad, sure, you can use it, but strength crit cooldown is good enough, or strength crit attack speed, doesn't matter. Chest piece, strength, vitality, all res. It should be the same for the pants as well, but I just cannot get the pants with all res, with strength, vitality, all res. And the vigilante, it should always it should be strength, vitality, cooldown, which always comes on vigilante as well, and all res. But I mean, again, all res is really hard to get, man. So a life percent is okay. Armor should be like the second best, but yeah, try to get all res. The final Valor piece is the Greaves of Valor. Strength, Vitality, all res, Fist of the Heavens. And to make our lives much easier to do more damage as well, we use the Norval set, which is a two-handed flail and the offhand. So for the flail, I think the GG one is attack speed, damage, and cooldown, but I mean, it's just at the start of the season. No one really needs that. So any attack speed CDR or like damage CDR or damage attack speed is good enough. For the shield, strength, critical hit chance, cooldown, and Fist of the Heavens. And to finish off our Guardian set, Guardians bracers. I'm using lightning, but the one lightning, strength, vitality, and critical hit chance. But the thing is, this build uses Stone of Jordan, right? If you are using Stone of Jordan, every elemental, the one you stack the most, let's say I have 20 lightning here, which by the way is Quartz Necklace to do more damage, lightning crit. I have lightning here, and in the Stone of Jordan, right? So if you look at this, physical is the same, fire is the same, lightning 61, holy is 61 as well. So if you are using Stone of Jordan, it doesn't really matter. As long as you stack a single element, you can use like lightning here, and you can just switch to Divine Well, and it doesn't matter. You're still gonna do 61% increased damage to that, to holy damage as well. So let me just go back to this because this is the baby one. Again, squirts. Then Stone of Jordan. The one I have is kind of good, which is critical hit chance, but you can do like critical hit damage or cooldown or whatever, or damage. Doesn't really matter. And Convention of Elements. The one I have is crit cooldown, but I mean, you can go attack speed, you can go strength because of Guardians, you can go damage, it doesn't really matter. But the thing is, for the baby one, you actually want to use full damage, right? Because you do not have the right rolls. So you want to socket a Bane of the Trapped, a Bane of the Powerful, and Zace, just for that extra damage. And speaking of damage, we socket Rubies because of Guardians, just to get more strength. And last but not least, the Emerald in our weapon. So for the skills, again, this is the baby setup. You go Fissure, because that's the strongest rune we have for Fist of the Heavens. This one doesn't really matter for this build, but you can use just like Taunt and yeah, this is not even the right one. Right, this is the one. This is the one we use for the next build I'm gonna show, which is even better. But yeah, Akarat's Champion Prophet, which is basically more damage and a cheat death. Iron Skin, if they somehow hit you, you become faster, and since you're faster, you're gonna be dealing more damage because of Vigilante. Lazaho, Wings of Angels, movement speed, more damage. Steed Chart Endurance, more pony, more Fist of the Heavens, more winning, easy. Heavenly Strength for the passive, which we need, because again, this is a two-handed flail, but because of Heavenly Strength, we can use a Norval set. Lord Commander, the cooldown for Pony is reduced by 25%. We don't even care about Bombardment. Indestructible, because again, you're starting out, so you might die here and there. So a cheat death, an extra cheat death is kind of good. And Finery, just to get that extra bit of damage, because we are gonna socket like a shit ton of gems in our gear, right? Okay, so this is the baby setup. What if you do have some decent stats and you want a little bit more out of your pony? This is the one you should be running. When you do have enough, and like, of course you don't need 2k Gons to do it, but I mean, since I have it, I can use this build. we go full movement speed, and that's the one I used in the beginning. So the only changes are, we don't use Guardians anymore. Oh, hold on, forgot the most important part. The cube. Okay, for the cube, we need Dark Light. Physical Hammer is now cast twice and deals 1000% damage. Gold Wrap, actually, this is the baby setup. I mean, forget about the gems, this is the baby setup. So, for the baby one, we go Cassette. But, if you are dealing a little bit more damage and you just don't want to die while doing Visions and Nephilim Rifts, you go Boon of the Hoarder here, you go Reef of Lightning here, and you switch this to Gold Wrap. Then you become immortal. But again, if you're starting out, Cassette. If you'd have a little bit more damage, you go Gold Wrap. And Ring of Royal Grandeur, because again, we're using 2 pieces of Guardians and 5 pieces of Valor. So this will give us a full bonus. And Echoing Fury, because it gives us more attack speed and more move speed. And so that's, for Vigilante build, is amazing, right? Okay, so for the actual setup that you want, is this one right here, which we can drop Ring of Royal Grandeur and we can drop Guardians. So we go the Valor Helmet now, and we go Warzeshan Arm Guards, because every time you destroy a rackable object, you're gonna destroy a burst of speed, which is amazing. So we also changed the rings because we just want move speed now since we already have damage. We go Pandemonium Loop, which we get from Act 5 bounties, and we get Rochelle Ring of Larceny. Gain 60% increased move speed for 4 seconds after fearing an enemy. And that's why we use the Flee Fool thingy. You use this, they get feared, aside from the 5% here and the 12.7% here. Yeah, you're gonna proc this shit all the time, so you're gonna be extra fast. And again, Boon of the Hoarder, Reef of Lightning just to get more move speed. And while we're at it, average spend on the follower just to increase our gold pickup radius, because every time we pick up gold from this, gain 30% increased move speed for 2 seconds. The pet is gonna try to pick up gold, but you're running so fast that your actual aura will be picking up gold. So yeah, this is like the ultimate pony build. And since we do have the damage, we can drop the Cassette for Gold Wrap as well. And since we are running these rings, we can now drop SOJ to the cube. And the only reason you're using these two is to get the extra chance to fear. But if you really want, you can drop one. I mean, you can swap SOJ here for this or for this. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, man. And last but not least, let's say you're in the baby gun, right? Oh, man. But what about GRs, man? Can I farm GRs with this? Yeah, you can. It's literally the same. It's literally the same as the baby gun setup. You can even see like the cube here it's just Cassette is the same, man. The gems are the same. It's literally, I mean, you can say like, oh, but you're using a different skill here. I don't even click that, to be completely honest. So let's just do a 95 so I can show you. Okay, I'm just gonna press pony. Let's see. And I got fatties, of course. Fatties are terrible for this because they might one-shot you. And I'm just using pony, but I don't care. Speed, perfect. Oh, and by the way, use Nemesis on your follower as well. Some people do not know that. And yeah, as you can see, we're clearly winning. Pressing one button, dude. Game is that easy. Oh my god, we have a power now? Yeah, game is way too easy. Yeah, man. Build is kind of good. This is the reason why every single time a new season starts, I will make a Necro, of course, but I also will make a Satyr, because I tried using, what's it called, the Ina Monk to do visions and bounties and keys, but I get so bored of it. I can't stand the fact that I have to spam teleport pretty much every single time. So by just pressing one button every, like, I don't know, 4, 6 seconds, I don't know, I can win. Bro, this was almost a sub 1 minute run on a GR95. That is how good this build is, man. Yeah, That's pretty much it. Oh, and some of you might say, oh, but Matt, this is still not lazy enough, man. You're using your mouse to move around and you're using a keyboard to press pony. Okay, man, I got you. Just do this. Put pony on your right mouse. You click it and then you just move around with left click. What you're doing with that other hand, I do not need to know, buddy. I do not, and I do not want to know. But you can do this if you want. One-handed gaming, dude. But yeah, everybody, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Let me know if I forgot it. Let me know if I forgot anything. I'll try to get the D3 planner builds in the description or like the pinned comment or whatever. But yeah, have a good one, everybody. See you all next time. Peace. GG's.